All right, one of our very famous pieces that we're going to look at now as part of Jazz Fusion, Birdland, by the band called Weather Report. This is by far and away their most commercially successful piece of recorded music. It was written by Joe Zawinul. Joe Zawinul was one of the founders of the band and made the synthesizer a really important voice in this music. Along with Wayne Shorter, who was the alto saxophone player on this recording, the two of them worked together first in Maynard Ferguson's band. They played together in a bunch of different groups before Weather Report, but that's where they got their start together and kind of set the tone. The tune, Birdland, refers to a jazz nightclub in New York City that was named for Charlie Parker. They called him Bird because he liked to eat fried chicken. And this place called Birdland was and still is one of the hottest nightclubs in the busiest city in the world. So the bass player on this recording, and he stayed with Weather Report for most of his short life, his name was Jaco Pastorius, and he is kind of the gold standard by which all other bass players are measured in this style. He's absolute virtuoso of the instrument, and you get to hear some of the lines that he plays on this, and it's just incredible playing. They, as the group Weather Report, even though they had a lot of personnel changes, they toured and recorded and performed for about 16 years with not much of a break in there. Typically, the group is made up of a quintet, just 5 players. Sometimes they're bigger, sometimes they were smaller, depending on the tour and the money situation, but typically it was 5 players. They were recognized as one of the best bands in the world. Kind of the litmus test for that, the standard is Downbeat magazine, and they topped the Downbeat Readers Poll for Jazz Group of the Year 7 years in a row. That is pretty fantastic. Not quite as good as Jerry Mulligan, but you know, it's okay. One of the very last drummers before the group broke up, his name was Omar Hakim. He's worked with just about everybody in every style. But after he got out of there, he was able to tour in the summer of 2015. He toured with Journey as their drummer. The drummer that they had died, and they needed somebody in a hurry, and he had the chops and the skills, and they hired him, and he did that. So he made good, I guess. The album that this is on, it's their best-selling album of all time, recorded in 1977. It's called Heavy Weather, and I love the picture there. It's got that cool fedora on top of the volcano. You can see, and there's some rain coming in. So Heavy Weather's the quintessential Weather Report album. So if you're looking for an album to get, that's the one. Okay, here's a live concert recording. Yes, that is an electric bass playing up in that register. And that's Wayne Shorter on the soprano. So in live performances, they'd probably go off the rails just a little bit. Here they kind of got a 12/8 shuffle thing going on there. He switches over to tenor saxophone. And yes, that is Jocko singing along. He can do whatever he wants. Okay, so that's a live recording. The one off of the album has got, you know, the standard solos and everything on it. It's pretty fun to listen to. This is a great video to watch, though. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed that.